Kingdom ball number 5 is ball carrier. Michael Burr, Luckily Green Devils, get on stop. Unit 2 on play, we second down and 8. Timeout, volunteer. Officially, that's their third and final timeout.
Oh, what an ugly ass game. Second half will be a quick one. What's up, RMF Tide? I wish I'd have been streaming this whole game. We had a 105-yard pick six in the first quarter. Oh.
Jason Christian with the carry.
Good to see you in here, RMF Tide. Always love to see my Tide fan friends in here. Yeah, this is live right now, RMF Tide. You're watching it live with me. I can't go to the away games, so I watch them. Oh, who's down? Must be a volunteer player. I missed it. Hope everyone, all 8 of you, are having a good Friday afternoon. Wasn't planning on streaming this weekend. But I changed my mind. I was bored watching this game, so I figured why not get on here. Yeah, Joseph. They've already gotten pounded by DB. Now they're getting it handed to them by Greenville. Who else is on their schedule? Wonder if Elizabeth can score tonight. I'm not sure who they're playing. RMF, we've got a real tough game this weekend. Akron, the Zips. Oh, they got pounded by Westridge? That's not good. Yeah, sadly, Volunteer is usually pretty terrible. I don't get it either. That's a good sized school. They can't come up with 30 or 35 halfway decent football players. What's up, Billy?
Joshua Egan. Got something turned into the lost and found that you may want to load up the press box. Joshua Egan, thank you.
Whew. Nope, hang on. Roommate's home. Let me close the door. That you, John? Okay, just checking to make sure that was you. I'm streaming. I said I was just checking to make sure that was you. I'm in here streaming. Who are they playing? What's up, Flint? Good to see you, brother. Who is DB playing? We got DB next week. That should be a good game. Oh! They've almost blocked several punts tonight. See if we can stick another one in before half. They got my boy Corbin Cannon playing quarterback. Let him air it out. I think he's in. It's hard to tell. It's hard to see these numbers with this damn huddle automated camera they got. Yeah, that's Corbin. Tell by how tall he is. Let him sling and long one. Let's see that excellent arm of his. Oh, flag down. LOL, RMF Tide, LOL. Yo. What? I totally missed that. Well, that was quick, damn it. He'll be in the second half. That's what people are saying, Tyler. That's what people are saying. Not to be greedy or anything, but I'd like to see another score before the end of this half because the clock will run in the second half. Sometimes you're lucky to get hell in one mercy rule game this year. We got 2 possessions in the second half. That's why it's one of the reasons I hate that running clock bullshit. Yes, Katusa, at 30 points in the second half. If you're up by 30 or more in the second half. See, I mean, they'll let you score 100 points in the first half, but I don't get it. It sucks for the backups, you know, that don't get to get in there and get some good quality playing time. Does anybody know who Elizabethton has tonight? Or I've already asked that. I may have missed your answer. Let's see. I'll turn the radio on at halftime for you. Looks like we got some actual high school fans in here. They'll tell scores. 4th and 5, they said screw punting. I don't know why they don't try throwing it more. Hell, they had a 70-some yard pass on us in the first quarter. Of course, it ended up being a 105-yard pick six after that. Maybe that's why they're not throwing it. Granger, that might actually be a good game. Hell, Elizabeth might be able to score in that one. All right, we got 1/7 of a second here. Time for one play. Fuck it, air it out. Let Corbin show that arm off. Looks like that might be what they're doing based on this set. Ah, shit. Well, damn.
Number 20 carries for the Devils, their arm wrestler. And number 50 made the stop for volunteer.
Well, that's halftime. That's halftime, and the second half will give us a lot of handoffs, more than likely. I hear you, Clay. I'd love to go. Maybe I'll get to go to a game this year. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see, right? As they say. This next surgery I'm getting ready to have. I mean, surely I'll be recovered. I'm gonna get this pulled up. Be recovered to get to go to some football games. I know I'll get to go to some. How do you figure that, Jonathan? How do you figure? Do tell. Please explain. Yeah, my cousin Tony would gladly wheel me around. Hell, I've got a $13,000 electric wheelchair. What's up, Victor? I got a $13,000 electric wheelchair. I could go all over Knoxville if we just had a way to get it down there. I wheel myself. Shit. I can't drive. Well, I guess I could drive left footed. 28-21, Hunter. 28-21. Pulled it out on a fourth and whatever it was, touchdown pass late in the game. Looked like it was going to go to overtime. Not mid 2000s, Jonathan. You got your facts wrong there. We've been murdering East and West since 2008, since Kane Ballard took over the program back then. Now, before that, West used to beat us every time we played them, it seemed like. East, I'm not so sure about. Boone's pretty good. I mean, they're not going anywhere in the playoffs. They never do. Really, Tyler? That's pretty sad. Maybe they were looking at last year. Maybe they were a year behind. Since so many people on here like to refer to last year when it comes to football. Well, last year we blah, blah, blah. Got something for any Notre Dame fans that might be in here. East getting smoked by Science Hill. Is that what you're saying? JC? Or what does JC stand for? Johnson County? Let's see what some scores here.
The halftime show.
Greenville leading 48-0. We're right back to the studios for the Food City Scoreboard and be back with the second half kickoff coming up in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll get some
football
scores here in a second. Jeff County, duh.
Back after this.
Duh. Idiot alert. Idiot alert. Score predictions on the Akron game tomorrow. I know nothing about Akron except we're going to beat the shit out of them. That's all I know. And it's on SEC Plus.
Propane tanks available from 120 to 1,000 gallons. Can be installed above ground or underground. Marsh Propane, Baileyton Road in Greenville. Make the switch to gas today. Call Marsh Propane, 639-7226.
Go Blue Devils, Flint. Is Marion any good? I know that's a small town.
And experience our brand new showroom, comfortable waiting areas, free pickup and delivery with low prices on required maintenance and time. There's no better service than factory trained service.
I have not looked ever since the Pitt game. I haven't looked up anything about Tennessee football. I haven't watched any Josh Heupel press conferences. I haven't watched any of the Tennessee players' comments after the game. I'll get back to all of that after this surgery Monday.
It is Greenville 48 and Volunteer nothing. Elsewhere tonight in 4A, Elizabeth and almost doing the same number as Greenville is. They lead Ranger 41-0.
Wow.
Seymour in a much more reasonable
41-0. Elizabethton, they exploding.
Tonight in 3A, it is West Green leading Johnson County 8-6.
That's
That
crazy.
game is in the second quarter. Unicoi County leading Claiborne 21-6 at the half. In 2A tonight, South Green leads Cumberland Gap 28-6. That game is in the third quarter. And Hampton has
What happened to my damn
30-0. That
There we
has
go.
gone to the half as well. 1A, Unaka leads Jellicoe 32-0 in the second quarter. 5A scores at the half. Daniel Boone 21, Morristown West 7. And Tennessee High leads David Crockett 7-3 at halftime.
What's up, El
6A,
Nino?
Dobbins
Damn.
leads Westridge 35-7 in the second quarter. Science Hill 35, William Blunt 0. That is gone to the fourth quarter already.
I guess Elizabethton's having a points explosion tonight.
Is 28-0 at halftime. Update on Dobbins Bennett.
There had to be a lot.
On halftime, Westridge got another touchdown.
They have to be.
It is 35-14. Dobbins Bennett.
They have to have turned the ball over a lot. What's up, Nate the Great?
Leads Red Boiling Springs 6-0.
To have scored that many points.
There. And Halls with a 16-7 lead on Cobb County. That game
William Blunt
was in the first quarter, and it's gone to the second quarter now, and make it 36-7. Halls leading Cobb County. We come back.
Cobb County's garbage.
Some other scores from Region 2. You're listening to the Food City Scoreboard halftime presented by Radio Greenville Sports.
The only thing good in Cobb County is
Summer ends, the fall begins, and it turns.
what the hell's their names? Mark and Digger, the Moonshiners boys. Happy birthday, Nate. 21. I hear you, buddy. Kayla turns 22 Sunday. So y'all, and my nephew, how old is he now? Shit. 25, 26. His birthday's, I think, this weekend. A lot of September babies. That's right, El Nino, Talking Balls. By the way, subscribe to Talking Balls. Good people. Put my Celine driver thing up here. Y'all send all your thoughts and prayers up to my boy Celine. His father passed away today, according to a Facebook post. Hear that raggedy cat in there meowing. I invited CDOGG to come in with me tonight, but he's got plans with the wife because I told him earlier in the week I probably wouldn't stream tonight. I didn't think I'd be feeling well, but oh, thank you, Hunter. Like to have those guys on here sometime after I get through all this and get back to streaming again. I think a couple of the guys from that night hit me up on Facebook for a friend request, and I accepted them. Can't remember the name. Hell, I can't remember my own name half the time. Let's look on here and see. Shit. Hell, I don't know. Dauber. There you go. That's right, Flint. Dauber's one I remember that sent me a friend request on Facebook. Yeah, we talked about that the other night on Talking Balls, Flint. So which game are you going to this year? Flintster? If I'm up to it, I might go to a game later on the year and just roll up into the handicap section like I own the damn thing. Surely they'd let me park my wheelchair right there. Florida! Oh, you bastard. Lucky you. Hope we get a big win for you. Well, for all of us. What in the world's going on here with this band? Tuned in just in time. Go back to another commercial. So what are you guys getting into? What big games are you going to watch on TV? I'll probably check out Penn State, Auburn. Making a trip to Tuscaloosa next week to watch Vanderbilt upset the Commodores. I mean, listen to me, upset the Commodores. Upset the Crimson Tide. LSU, Mississippi State. That'll be interesting. That might reveal a little bit about LSU. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, yeah, Nebraska and Oklahoma. That's going to be a bloodbath, Nate. What, wouldn't that be some shit if Nebraska beat Oklahoma? They fire Scott Frost and then they pull a miracle out against OU. I tell you what, some of you young guys, man, I'm sure you can watch any of them here on YouTube, but some of the old Nebraska Oklahoma games were classics. I used to hate them because when I was little, that's all you saw on TV on the weekends. Flint probably remember this. You usually only get one or two college football games on the weekend, and if Tennessee was ever on, man, what a bonus. But I lived in Ohio and in North Carolina, so I rarely ever got to watch Tennessee on TV until the 90s got here. Oregon, BYU, that could be a good game. Oh, this second half, whenever it starts, will be
Now it is 8-6. Never mind.
quick.
That score is wrong. Our score is correct.
It'll
Never question our score.
It'll be 24 minutes long.
West Green, Johnson County trails West Green by a deuce at the half. Unicoi County 21, Claiborne 6 at the half. South Green 28, Cumberland Gap 12 in the fourth quarter. Hampton leading Happy Valley.
On a shitty high school games this weekend.
Jellicoe nothing at the half. It is Dobbins Bennett 35, Westridge 14 at halftime. Science Hill leading William Blunt 35-0 as they go to the fourth quarter there. And Jefferson County leading Morristown East 28-0 at halftime. Daniel Boone 21, Morristown West 7 at the half. And Tennessee High with a 7-3 lead on David Crockett at the half as well. North Green had the lead on Red Boiling Springs early. They go into the second quarter there. 6-0 North Green with the lead. And Halls leads Cobb County 36-7.
Yeah, you could be possibly right. Whoever mentioned that earlier about Anderson County. They've got to break through one of these days, one of these years.
Number 5, as we'll be on until 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, I know, Ghost. I do need to quit smoking. I do need to quit that shit. I doubt I'll have any luck, but if I'm in the hospital 4 days next week, that'll be 4 days stopping smoking. I might try and quit again. I know it's the right and smart thing to do. Wish the hell I'd never started. It's a nasty habit all around. But it's going to be, it's not an excuse. It's just a fact. It's going to be hard to quit. What's up, Raj? It's going to be hard to quit with 2 other people in the house smoking. I mean, that's just,
Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
I'm brittle when it comes to shit like that. You know, it'd be like a crack addict having 2 other crack addicts in the house and them trying to quit. It's one way of looking at it. I have really no idea. RMF Tide. I don't talk to Carter a lot lately. He's really busy. He's got a lot going on right now. It's not my business to share, but he's got a lot going on, so we don't talk a whole lot right now. Maybe we'll talk before and after the Tennessee games for sure. But I guess it's safe to say he's probably doing okay. I know Powell is down, Hunter, but I think based on everything I've heard, and I'm not some high school football aficionado here, but Anderson County's pretty good this year. But they've got their vulnerabilities just like Greenville and everybody else does, you know. So they can be beat. Ray County had them on the ropes, I think, last week. And they let them off. Just like Morristown West had Greenville on the ropes last week and let them off. Let's see. Volunteer will get the ball first in the second half, so we'll get to see my boy Corbin Cannon. Hopefully he gets 3 or 4 series, and hopefully they let him air it out. This kid's got a freaking, his last name is Cannon, and he has a freaking cannon for an arm. And I'm sure you probably listened, Raj, but I did what you asked me to last week. Oh, darn. The Greenville band didn't get to perform this week. Ray County's terrible, really? And they almost beat Anderson County?
For a touchdown. Greenville also had 1 fumble individually in the first half for the Green Devils. Brady Quillen goes 5 of 5 through the year, 55 yards. He has 1 touchdown. He carried the ball 1 time for 13 yards. Corbin Cannon goes 1 of 1 passing for 4 yards. Cannon carried the ball 2 times, 28 yards, and had a score. Greenville on the ground. Damian Short carries the ball 6 times, 68 yards, has a rushing touchdown. Carson Quillen 1 carry, 8 yards with a touchdown. Dabbs had 1 rush for 14 yards. Christmas
Just give us the
carried the ball 2
team
times for
stats.
15 yards and scored. Myers carried it 3 times for 30 yards. And Emmanuel Dixon carried it 2 times, 19 yards and a score. Drew Armbruster had 1 carry for 1 yard. Receiving?
For 1 yard, he said. He said for 1 yard.
Ajante Dabbs, 1 catch, 16 yards. Price had 1 catch for 2 yards. Mason Law, 1 catch for 11 yards.
I believe that is correct, Hunter.
For 4 yards. Graham goes.
I believe you are correct, sir.
7 on extra points. And Brandon had 7 kickoffs with 4 touchbacks, averaging 56.1.
There won't be 105,000, Jordan. Our stadium doesn't hold 105,000 anymore.
Christian, the quarterback, is 1 of 3 passing, 71
when they did the renovations, it took 2,000 or 3,000 seats away. Got to make the rich people happy.
Relevant 2 rushes for -2 yards, and Lawson had 1.
Here's a fun fact for you.
71 yards individually in the first half with the volunteer back.
The previous.
Did you know when they tally attendance at a game, especially when you see these huge attendance numbers like the 108, what was it at Tennessee, 108, 5 something, whatever it was, 108,000, they figure in all the football players, all the band members, all the ticket takers, all the cops, every human in that stadium is figured into the attendance. Now, I don't know how in the hell they come up with these numbers, because there's not somebody sitting there counting everybody. So a lot of these attendance numbers are made up. In fact, most of them are, I'd say, since I don't know that there's any stadium anywhere where you go through turnstiles anymore. Ray County is definitely the home of Andy Kelly, one of my favorite Tennessee players. Yes, you see, Jordan. I used to get into the whole our stadium's bigger than your stadium thing back when I was in my teens and 20s. For some reason, that was always a talking point for people when they would argue over whose team's better. Oh yeah? Well, my stadium holds 97,000. That used to be our attendance. First game I ever went to, they had just finished closing in the Horseshoe. It was the first year in 1980. And they didn't, for you younger guys, it was just the bottom of the bowl. It was several years later that they added the top end zone seats to the north end zone. So if my dad had taken me to a Tennessee game like a good father does, I would have gotten to go when it was just the Horseshoe. Well, Horseshoe-ish. I agree, Hunter. I think it was the 90 or 91 Notre Dame game when they were here. They had Rocket Ishmael. They were beating the shit out of us, and he had a hell of a game that night. We came back and just about won, but we didn't. I think that was 90, because 91 the next year is when we went up there and had the miracle in South Bend. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. See who all's streaming right now on a Friday night. Golden Blue Dude. 69 people in there watching him. Mark Rogers just firing it up. Coach Coop. Look, Coach Coop put 134. Good for you, Coop. Pinecone, Hurricane T2Y got 47, but we got a raucous crowd of 16 people in here. What's up, Wilkie? That Mercy Rule is garbage, isn't it? Garbage. Jordan Culberson throwing out the stats. The Neyland stats. 21-14, huh? Yeah, Wilkie, we had a 105-yard pick six. What channel is that game on? The Louisville FSU? ESPN, maybe? Yep. Looks like the Seminoles might be getting exposed tonight. Louisville's not that good, are they? Remember back in the 90s when we went to play Louisville? Oh, this is Louisville's year. Playing a big team like Tennessee this might really be the game. Carl Pickens had a big night. I think it was Papa John's Stadium back then, maybe, when we played. Get this 24-minute running clock second half over with here. Oh, they got the clock stopped for some reason. You have to forgive the cameraman on here. Why? Because there is no cameraman. It's an automated camera system. I think it works on the human action on the field. That's my best guess. I don't know for sure. Boom. Oh, surprised I didn't throw a flag for body slamming. Oh, I see what they're doing with the clock. On here, anyway. I promise you the clock at the stadium runs continuous unless the team calls a timeout. Third and 13. Falcons going backwards, just like the Atlanta Falcons. Boom! Oh, why didn't that kid throw it away? What the hell's wrong with him? They still can't get him down. What the hell? Throw that shit away, youngin'. I know y'all suck, but damn. Florida State. Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of like those white helmets. They are normally gold, Katusa. I remember that, Jordan. Actually, I don't, but it's just nice of me to say it, right? I know I've met a bunch of people. Rondo Guitar Dude's still around. He's doing music for a living. He teaches. Oh my God, what a terrible punt. The punt literally was going backwards. A 0-yard punt. That's worse than the 6-yard punt they had in the first quarter. Good God. This team is just terrible. Bless their hearts. Wouldn't you hate to play on a team that bad? But yeah, Rondo's still around. I talk to him once every blue moon or two. All right, Corbin, what you going to do with that cannon? What are they going to let you do? They're going to let you hand it off, probably. Yep. There's an easy score. I really didn't think I'd see any games this year where Greenville scored in the 60s with the new mercy rule. But we might reach 60 tonight. I don't think that would help them, Joseph. They would have to have like the most amazing running back ever. And even then, if their line can't block, we've been in their backfield all night. Oh, we got another flag. This is only the second penalty against Greenville in this game. First one cost them an extra point. He missed that one. Damn. 54 to nothing. An HBO special. This is terrible. My YouTube game is almost over, boys. Starting to look like an 8 camel toe stream in here now with 10 people. What's up, Adam? I know why there's nobody. I get why there's nobody in here. Nobody gives a shit about high school football on YouTube. Or nobody gives a shit about BBD TV anymore. That's a possibility too. Hell, I've been on here for freaking ever since 2000, late 2008, early 2009. Plus, I'm an old man. Some people call me Grandpa. The Grandpa TV. That's okay. Old people got to get on here too. Old man stream. Old man stream. Appreciate it, Hunter. Appreciate the few of you that are in here tonight. I know there's much more enthralling YouTube action going on right now, like Golden Blue Dude. Riveting. Riveting. Goose Sports can relate. He's streaming the FSU game, and he's only got 6 people watching, according to what it says here. Nope, down to 5 now. Poor dude, man. This dude puts in work. I don't know how many videos he ever makes, but he streams a shitload of stuff. Good for the sports critic. I don't know if you guys even know who he is, but he streams mainly St. Louis Cardinal games. Good to see him with 40 people in there. 40 people is good for some of us. I mean, there you go, Victor, big ball granddaddy. Kayla needs to get on with it and get me a grand youngin. I mean, I got 2 biological grandkids in North Carolina that I haven't got to meet yet. I don't think they will in the regular season, Adam. We still got 2 games left that are could be considered tough. At Dobbins Bennett next week. They used to beat the shit out of us. I think they won 24 of the first 26 or 27 games we played. But since 08, they haven't beaten us. So we'll see next week. We'll see what we got next week. Ghost of Hoss 4107, I've watched paint dry before. And I argue that comment you just made. Watching paint dry can be very riveting. Are they punting already again? See, look, the fucking third quarter's almost already over. And we've had 1 possession. Garbage. Come on, kid. Punt this damn ball past the 50. I want to see if they let my boy Corbin air it out. That's a much better punt. Peter. Look at that, all the way down to the 40. Damn. 38 even. Now that was a punt, kid. He definitely got the home field roll on that one. I'm not sure either, Adam. I'm not sure what Middle Tennessee's got. Nolensville, I think they might be 5A now. I think the good 4A teams are out west that can compete with us anyway. Hey, come on, let's score one more. Oh, definitely grass growing, Jordan. Especially if it's windy and you get to watch the grass fight the wind. Oh, shit. First negative play of the game. I think they're a little behind on the scoreboard there. It still says 1st and 10. It's actually like 3rd and 6. Yes, Volunteer is getting beat down right now. And hooray for Elizabeth, and they're finally going to win a game. Or get off the schneid, as they say. It's going to be a touchdown pass right here. Oh, they're still going to hand it off. Well, I guess that's the sporty thing to do. I disagree. Give that kid some work, man. You never know what the hell's going to happen. Are you going to send in the punter? Or go for it on 4th and 9? Go for it. It's a good point, RMF Tide. I guess it depends on which kind of grass we're talking about. End of the 3rd quarter. God.
Battle of humanity. And is driven backwards.
You need to take a time out here. They're saying
The ball pop out late. Let's see now. Brief conversation.
Some ugly uniforms. Louisville Sporting tonight. Hell, come on.
Offense, the Green Devils, 29 plays, 268 yards, Volunteer, 32 for 91.
Quentin Brandon to punt it away for the Green Devils.
It's kind of jacked up
Punt is away.
because of all the short fields we've had in this game. We're going to beat this team 50 or 60 to nothing. And they'll be the first team all year to hold us under 300 yards of offense, barring whatever happens in the 3rd quarter. It's crazy. It's crazy the way we get statistics, you know? Me too, Jordan. I'd be a Steve Spurrier out there. I put my 2nd team in, I'm running my offense. 3rd and long, I'm not handing it off. Fuck that. Fake punt right here. They never suspect it. That could be a little bit unsportsmanlike, couldn't it? Nice punt. What's more boring, watching a 60 to nothing football game or a 6 to nothing football game? I guess it depends on whether you like defense or not. Are they good again, Adam? I'm assuming they probably are. Like Maryville and Alcoa. I'm sure there's a lot of people around here that are sick of Greenville because they're good every year. And Elizabeth, and up until this year, have been good every year. I bet D4's boy's in. See if I can see him. I think he's number 51. These numbers are really hard to see because the camera's way up in the press box and the stands are pretty big at Volunteer. since they put both teams' fans on the same side. He might be in on offense. At some point, D4's boy is going to be a big and important player on this team. That's right, Jordan. What is it Spurrier always used to say? My job is to score. Your job is to stop me from scoring. And like I say all the time, these second and third string kids, they practice just like the starters. They run all the gassers and sprints and just like the starters do. So boom, fumble. Green Devil football. Now let's see if 51 comes in. I don't see him. That big 54 is a freshman. It's a large youngin', as they say. What's up, Chess? Tick tock. What's up, Wayne? Yeah, Greenville's been good for what, 14 years now, 15 years? I can never remember the guy's name that came over from North Carolina and took over the program after Zeller left or got fired or whatever. That's when things changed. How you doing, Wayne? I watched, what's up, Justin? I watched a good, well, I guess it wasn't that good. St. Mary's from Maryland against Venice, Florida, last night on ESPN. St. Mary's looked like Chucky Dope, Justin. There you go, Corbin. Get you some. They're not going to let him show off his arm, but he's showing off them legs. Oh, Flint, if you're still in here, ramp is getting built Tuesday the 27th, so a week from this Tuesday. God. Great arm like that. Gonna let him throw it 4 yards. Oh, 4-yard out. Show them wheels off, Dustin. Or shit. Corbin. They could always put somebody else in that battle, Jordan. Damn it. Oh, big boy says, damn, somebody help me up. Third and the proverbial mile. Let him throw it, or you gonna hand it off again and let him get buried? All right, so now we got 4th and 8. kick a field goal, they say you're running up the score. Obviously, they ought to punt from here. I would if I was a coach. I'd say, fuck it, let's punt. 4th and 9 on the 15, let's punt. See if he can punt it through the uprights. Damn clock's going to run out. I don't know, RMF Tide. That's kind of surprising that they're going to Boone. Timeout, Green Devils. That place will be rocking. Who was the opponent that day, Vandy? Oh, Corbin. Oh, that ain't Corbin. That's a freshman. Okay. See, them numbers are hard to see. Should have kept running, kid. Should have kept running. Wow. Yeah, go App State. Go Mountaineers. One Mountaineer team that's actually pretty good. Well, they've killed at least 2 Giants in their history, Wayne. They should have beat North Carolina. "40 points in one quarter." That's some high school shit right there. I've never seen that before in my life. I've never seen a college football team score 40 points in a quarter. I don't think I have, and I definitely haven't in the fourth quarter. Well, let's see what they adjust the clock to. It's been 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go for 15 minutes. Probably about over. You know, if Volunteer hadn't have got lucky and completed a 74-yard pass in the first quarter of this game, they might have negative yardage. They should have and beat Michigan too. They did beat Michigan. Michigan. Oh, looky there. Penalty against Greenville. I'll take it. At least it's not 19 penalties this game. I think that's the third. But that gives them a first down, and that'll enable them to run the clock out if they can pick up another first down. Hell, it really don't matter. I think I might have gotten close to nailing the score right on this here game. see what I predicted. Where the hell is it? I predicted 49-0, so I was 1 touchdown off. I figured we'd score 42 on them in the first half and 1 touchdown in the second. I was 1 touchdown off. It is. I've been through there twice, Wayne. That is a super cool little town. It's hard to score 40 points in a quarter. Damn near impossible. One minute and change left. I have no clue what the down is, if that's right or not. Hell, it probably is ice, Bandy Dandy. A lot of fake snow. Man. That's your ball game. 54-0.
See the signs right away. It's a confidence, a comfort level. It's
I'll hang out long enough to listen to the stats.
Signs right away. The way they listen to us, their knowledge and expertise.
Look for the signs.
See what
Local
their
real estate experts.
yardage
Hometown
was.
Realty of Greenville. Because no one knows the area better than we do. That's why wherever you look, you'll see the signs. Hometown Realty of Greenville.
Wow, they
It's a
done.
sign of success.
You guys can't see it, but they done zeroed the scoreboard out.
Many friends and neighbors in our community struggle to pay their monthly electric bills. The Greenville Light and Power's Project Care program can assist those folks by specifying a certain amount to be added to your monthly electric bill. You are totally in charge, and you determine the monthly amount you'd like to donate.
Dobbins Bennett, Tyler. At Dobbins Bennett.
Administered by the local food bank.
Then we finally get to get back home for a home game against frickin' Seymour.
For more information or to sign up, call the Greenville Energy Authority. 636-6200.
I think. Let me double check.
Horrible things happen just about everywhere.
I have no idea, Justin.
I guess that is.
I didn't hear him say a Chucky Dope score at halftime. You sure they're playing?
One person do. In a word, plenty. From hospital volunteers to volunteers and service.
Yeah,
clubs and
Seymour
churches.
next week at home and then on the road to Oak Ridge. I want to go to that game.
Volunteers. Some good news for a change. Greenville Federal Bank, member FDIC.
This is crazy. Already halfway through the high school football season. That's just insane.
Friday night for the Green Devils as they scored 27 points in the first quarter, 21 points in the second quarter, and cruised to a 54-0 win over the Falcons. This is the B. Wilson Insurance Agency post-game report. Also, marked tonight, Greenville's Noah Murray setting a school record with a 100-yard-plus interception return for a touchdown.
Yeah, you missed that, Jug.
1933, Fred Johnson had a 95-yard kickoff return against Marshall. Pat, volunteer, a struggling team coming in tonight. Greenville.
That's a fact, Wayne. Time does fly. I've been sitting here worrying about this surgery for 2 weeks now, and my cousin told me, he said, it'll be over before you know it. Look how fast, look how quick or how long it's been since I had my leg amputated. That's already been over 2 months. Crazy how time's flying by.
That's exactly right. Everything that you wanted to accomplish. You wanted to come out and stay healthy, get everybody out.
Hopefully that means I'll be walking
be able to rest up
in no time.
Back weeks where you had rivalry games against Elizabeth and against Morristown West after you'd gone up to Granger. And
they could have played all freshmen against this team, Harold.
That maybe you wasn't expecting, but got there in Granger. It was a physical game.
I do too, Tyler.
obviously that first game of the year.
DB is one of them schools everybody either loves or hates, and more people hate them than love them, I think.
Quick scores on the board, put the game out of reach, and then work on a couple of things.
Wayne, my biggest hope, or whatever you want to call it, I want to get to walking again so I can drive. I hate having to depend on, what's up, Mrs. Pete? Mrs. Sweet, as I like to call you. I hate to have to fucking depend on people to take me places. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
This game is well out of reach. Volunteers well.
If they ever told me I was never allowed to drive again the rest of my life, I'd just be sitting around praying, Lord, take me. Lord, take me.
Dead balls, change possession, and make this second half as short as possible and get everybody out of here as quick as we could without anything occurring on the field.
54-0, your final score. We'll be back with the final stats after this as you listen to the B. Wilson Insurance postgame show.
At DB, Wayne?
WGRB.
I've got two nephews that went to DB and were good football players. What's up, Rack Dog?
Redesigning your bathroom, or refreshing that custom tile shower with a touch point. Come see my posse at Harry's Flooring on Kaiser Boulevard. He has 4 coverings to complement the latest interior design trends, from modern farmhouse, natural rustic, to traditional southern charm, inspired and more. Remember, you're in good hands, so come see my posse at Harry's Flooring on Kaiser Boulevard.
130 and Coach Coop. Wow, that's great. Good for him. Poor old Goose, struggling with 4 people. Man.
Receive bonus fuel bucks on qualifying prescriptions and participating gift cards. For every 150 fuel bucks you redeem, you get 15 cents off per gallon.
15 cents.
City Gas and Go location.
I got my 15 cents off the other day.
Both time and money.
Dragon Volunteer High School with the Green Devils win 54-0 tonight.
Pathetic.
Falcons. This is the B. Wilson Insurance Agency post-game report. Richard Tipton has a look at our final
Here we
stats.
go.
Final stats for tonight. Green Devils had 17 first downs. They had 34 total offensive plays. Rushing had 26 attempts for 230 yards. Passing, 7 of 8 with 1 touchdown for 58 yards. Total offensive yards for the Devils tonight, 288 yards.
288.
Volunteer, they had 3 first downs. They had 42 total offensive plays. They were 1 of 4 passing with 1 interception for 71 yards. 38 rushing attempts for 35 yards. Penalties. Devils had 4 penalties tonight for 39 yards.
4 penalties.
Volunteer had 2 penalties for 25 yards. The time of possession for the Devils was 16 minutes, 38 seconds.
They didn't tell Volunteers total yards. What the hell?
Individual stats.
What's up, Seth Carter? Good to see you. It's like your Cyclones are going to get a win tonight.
It was a physical game, and obviously the first game of the year against Knox Central was a very physical game. So cleaned up penalties after 19 penalties last week and 14 the week before. You wanted to do that.
54-0, your final score. We'll be back with the final stats after this as you listen to the B. Wilson Insurance postgame show on WGRB.
Yeah, this is Pete. Just finished watching the Greenville blowout tonight. Boring as shit. 54-0. I hate games like that.
38 rushing attempts for 35 yards. Penalties. Devils had 4 penalties for 39. They had 42 total offensive plays. They were 1 of 4 passing with 1 interception for 71 yards. 38 rushing attempts for 35 yards. Penalties.
So they had 105 total yards.
Kicking tonight, Cooper Graham was 6 of 8 on extra points. Quentin Brandon had 9 kickoffs for 513 yards with 6 touchdowns.
105 total yards.
To kickoff. Quick Brandon also punted one.
Take away the old 71-yard pass play, and they had, what, 30 yards?
This amazing new camera. Smile.
Pretty good defensive effort, I'd say. Yeah, they're down this year for sure, Wayne. They'll be back. Witten's a good coach. They got a great weight program up there now, following the footprint of the Green Devils. Those are his words, not mine. Who got mad and left? Wayne? Oh, a lot of good sense of balls coming out of DB. Kind of like here, we got Dabs. Dabs is a name that seems like, what's up, Talkers Pit? Who you guys got this week? There's always a lot of Dabses coming out of Greenville, Gillespie's. Every school has that, that one or two names where there seems to always be a bunch of kids. We'll take it, Talkers Pit. We will take it. We needed a win like that. Hope your quarterbacks are okay. We put a beating on them. The team must have heard all that talk by your fans saying, they only got one sack last week. Yeah, that's true, Harold. It's that way at every school. Even the small schools, there's whoever, whatever booster's piping in the most money. I think every high school has it. Hell, every college has it. The Haslams have been pumping money into Tennessee for years. That's just the way it is, and you have to have that. How about those teams like St. Francis out of Maryland? They play 8 or 9 games this year, and they showed how many thousands of miles they're going to be flying. How'd you like to have to be the booster for that team? Yeah, good point, Wayne. That was one of the better games last week, Mrs. Pete. There was a lot of good games last week. A lot of good games. Always good to see Florida lose. Oh, yeah? Well, shit, guys. This was a unplanned stream. Let's say we call it a night. What do you think? I need to go make some supper. I haven't had nothing to eat since early today, and I wussed out on drinking the Ensure drinks. The hospital called me and asked them if I could take a multivitamin instead. So instead of drinking 3 of those nasty ass Ensure pre-surgery drinks, I'm taking a freaking horse pill that's about that big to give me a little bit of indigestion. But I'd rather have a little indigestion to have to drink them nasty things. Sunday night with Lawtide. Probably not going to happen. I know I told you this before, but the few of you that are here, I'll remind you, Sunday night, a lot of pre-surgery shit I've got to do. And at 6 o'clock, I have to take some stuff called bowel prep. So you know what that's going to mean. I'm going to be on the shitter. It is what it is. I got no lies to tell, boys and girls. Miami and Texas A&M. Better watch out, Miami. Better watch out. The Aggies are going to be pissed off. But anyway, who knows? Tomorrow night I'll have to come in here to watch the game. The Tennessee game's at 7 o'clock and it's on ESPN Plus, so I have to come back in here and watch it on my computer. Maybe I can get 7 or 8 people to There you go, Mrs. Pete. I love you, girl. Love the Pete. I love the Petes. A lot of people from that side of the community, quote unquote, that I love to death. And Mrs. Pete and Mr. Pete are two of them. But yeah, I might stream the game tomorrow night. Who knows? Be my last chance to stream for a while. Love you too, Nate. You guys have a great night. Thanks to the few of you that stopped by on a otherwise boring Friday night. I love you. I mean it. Hug your mom and daddy. Ask Celine Driver. You know, thoughts and prayers out to him. I know he spent a lot of time with his dad the last months, weeks, days. So he got to give his dad some hugs. I'm good for that. I'm sorry for my friend Celine Driver that he lost his dad today, because he's a good dude. Very good dude. You guys have a good one. I love you. Talk to you maybe tomorrow. If not, give me a week or two. Let's get over this last hump. Y'all take care.